guys, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you're new here. I'm Valentina and this is my handsome, most beautiful boyfriend,
Jayco.
And today we're going to do a Q.
Valentina's excited because it's her first time doing the intro.
Today we're going to be doing a Q&A
about our life.
You guys have a lot of questions, you know, we have a lot of faith in God and we live together and we're waiting till marriage, so you guys are kind of confused and we have answers for you guys. So we have food.
We're turning it into a Q&A slash mukbang.
Thank you.
Bro, we're eating good though, look. Focus, focus. Bro, look at this. Eating so good, bro. This is steak with fried rice and broccoli and vegetables. So delicious. The place is Hibachi Grill. They're not paying us to say this.
Non-sponsored.
It's just really freaking good. But yeah, like Valentina said, we're gonna be answering questions that you guys have about our sex life and stuff. So let's not waste time, baby. Let's get into it. You have the questions, right?
Yes, I have all of them.
Yeah, guys, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. That is where we gather up questions, ask you guys stuff, interact with you guys more.
Yeah, post our daily things. We're gonna pray, guys. Pray with us if you're eating too, if you want. Your stomach growling. Okay, so first question.
Are we waiting till we get married to do the coochie coochies? And the answer to that is yes. A lot of you guys already knew that because we've said it a couple times here and there, like on TikTok or on Instagram. But for those of you guys that don't know, yes, we are waiting till marriage to have sexual intercourse. And one thing that a lot of people are surprised of, it was actually my decision to do that.
That's another question, so try not to get too into it.
Huh?
That's another question. Someone asked whose idea was it.
Oh.
We'll get there.
We'll get to it.
But just to be clear, we've already done the deed before. When we first started dating, whatever we were talking, we did it. And we decided in September that we needed to stop, and we'll answer that question as the questions continue. A question that kind of is similar to that one is, do y'all still shower together? By the way, love y'all. Love you too. Love you too.
No, we do not shower together. Valentina do be trying to shower with me sometimes though. Like she'll be like, come on babe, please, like I'll wear my swimming suit, please. I won't take it off. I promise I won't take it off.
Okay, for my defense, we used to shower like together all the time when we were not really in the things of God.
Every single time.
Like every single time, like every single day for months, we would shower together. And I got used to it, you know? So going from like doing that all the time to like not, you know, I just want to shower, like listen like to worship music. Not in like a sexual way, but like just like shower with him, I don't know. But yeah, in reality, like even though I would wear a bathing suit or whatnot, it's still kind of like playing with sin. So, you know, at the end of the day, we are human and we feel emotions down there if we're being real. So yeah, we don't do it. We decide to not do it. It's best for us.
Yeah. She be trying though. But I gotta stay strong. I know that as a man, if I get in there with her, I'm gonna be really tempted to, you know, to do the deed or to, you know, play with sin. So that's why I stay strong and I'm just like, babe, no, we can't, no.
How do you deal with that if y'all sleep in the same bed?
So how do we deal with not having sex if we sleep on the same bed? So sleeping on the same bed alone it's like tempting, I would say, to some people. But for us, we got into a point where it's not tempting. Like when we're laying down in bed, I don't like making out with her or like getting like touchy like that, because I feel like, I don't know, it just makes me feel guilty. It makes me feel like I'm playing with, you know, the idea of doing the deed. And that alone to me is like not right. So how do we do it now? We literally just lay down, we kiss each other goodnight, and that's it. Like we go to sleep. We don't really like play with the idea of like having sex or like try to twist it and go around a bit. We don't do that at all. We kind of just use the bed for what it is, and yeah, just to go to sleep really. Even
when we cuddle, like, cause obviously we cuddle at night. Like before going to sleep, we'll just cuddle. Like he'll lay on my chest, but we don't even do like spooning. Like I'm not like the little spoon. He's not the big spoon, because obviously that can like, you know, he's a human, and we don't do it, because even he does. He says it. He's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and like that's the thing that I feel like a lot of people feel like Valentina is the reason why we don't do like things, but bro, like no, like trust me, like the strong one in the relationship when it comes to that is me. And I just feel like it's me because it has to be me. Like I don't know, like
there's a question
like even
that
like spooning, I don't allow myself to do that because I know that if I do, I'm gonna get in the mood. And so whenever like she tries to, or she like hints me to do it, I just tell her straight up, I'm like, babe, like no, like we can't. And it's like that with a lot of things. It's like that with making out. Like sometimes we'll be kissing and like she'll start really getting in the mood. And she'll start like hella making out with me, and I'll just I'll kind of just stop, and I'll be like, okay, you know, like it's getting too sexual. It's not love anymore, it's turning into lust, so let's stop. And so yeah, like a lot of people are surprised to know that I'm actually the one that is, you know, stopping. And man, I've been doing a great job, because we were going for how long? Maybe like 4 months now without the coochie cooch.
Yeah, almost 4 months. Do you guys ever have the urge or craving to have sex? I'm gonna answer that, yes. Especially me. I don't know in his head, but like vocally and like emotionally, and like it's me, I think the most, right? You can agree? Yeah, it's bad.
I feel like Valentina gets it way more often than me. I do get it too, but
especially if you love that person too, like you just want to do it, you know?
Yeah, I do want to, but I don't play with the idea of like doing it. Like whenever I feel like I'm like too like I just stop myself and I like start doing something else and like get my mind off of it. But it's hard, guys. Like I know that a lot of you guys are asking those questions because you're trying to do the same thing, or you're in the process of doing the same thing. I mean, that's hard, but like really, one of you two has to be the strong one. You know, like one of you two has to be the one to not give in, and just keep in mind and make sure not to give in. And I feel like that person in our relationship is me.
What made you decide to live together if you're waiting until marriage?
Oh, okay, so we get asked this a lot.
Yes.
And honestly, like that was always like an option for us to live together, because we both come from different states. I'm from Texas, she's from Florida. So it would be dumb for both of us to like get separate apartments, you know, when we could just have one together and then split the rent. And we already spent like every second of the day together, so might as well live together, you know. But yeah, I don't really think I don't think it was ever an option to not live together. Right?
Yeah, we always wanted to live together because, like he said, he's from Texas, Houston. Houston, Texas. Yeah. I'm from Miami, so we didn't obviously want to do long distance either.
The initial option was that we were gonna live with the guys, right?
Yes.
Like everybody was gonna live together in one house. But Valentina was still gonna be with me, and everybody knew that, and everybody was cool with it. She was gonna share. We were gonna share a room.
Yeah.
So either way, we would have still lived together. But yeah.
Do you guys not change or use the restroom in front of each other? Do you want me to answer it since you answered the last one? We don't change like fully naked in front of each other. We don't do that. We try hard not to like change like even with like our underwear and stuff. If it is, it's just because like we're in a hurry or something, but we don't change like naked, or we don't see each other use the restroom. Like we don't see each other naked is what I'm trying to say. It's more just because, you know, we are waiting till marriage, and it kind of makes us you almost choked. It kind of makes us uncomfortable in a way to like see each other that way. If we do see each other accidentally. But yeah, we don't. Okay, this is another question that we kind of already answered, but I just want to make it clear. Do y'all also avoid doing anything physical that might lead to having sex? The answer is yes. We don't do anything past make out. And when we do make out, like he mentioned earlier, he stops it literally all the time, because as he says, we are human, and we obviously feel emotions, we feel things down there. And if we let it like just get more heated, we're gonna want to continue doing other things. So yeah, no, we don't do anything else but kiss. And when I make out with him, he even tells me to stop. I try not to make out.
Yeah, but it's because she gets too into it.
I do. It's because I love him, you know, and in my head, we're kind of already married. We have a house a house soon, hopefully. We have an apartment together. We live together. We want to get married. Like, it's already like, you know, it's already there just without like actual like ring or wedding. So, you know, it's kind of hard to tell myself that we're not married yet and I have to stop. Who made the choice to wait? By the way, y'all are the best couple out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you. Who initially wanted to stop having sex?
Me. I was the one that initiated the whole, oh babe, I don't think we should continue to do this. I'm not gonna lie, for the first couple of like weeks, maybe even months, it was hard. Like, I think we would like do it, and then afterwards we'd be like, okay, you know what, like we need to stop. Like, it doesn't feel right.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you, really real with you guys. Like I said, from September to January, like at first it was like, okay, we obviously continue doing it, not as often, but we still continue. You can't just stop doing it. It's like an addiction. It really is. So yeah, at first we would stop doing it like a lot of times throughout the day. TMI, but like we're being really real. And then like we slowly started like only doing it like once a day, and then we slowly started doing it like maybe every other day. You know, it kind of slowly stopped. But it got to a point where like we just, like he said, we felt bad. And there was a point where like I was feeling super bad, because at this point we were going to church in September a lot, trying to get close to God and trying to figure things out spiritually in our faith. And I would cry after sex. I literally would cry to him, and I'd be like, babe, I feel so bad. Like we shouldn't be doing this, because it was at that point it was conviction in our hearts from God, because in our faith we believe that we're supposed to wait till marriage to have sex. So I knew that, and I've always known that as a little girl. So like kind of letting go of all worldly things and like stopping sex, and then just doing it again just messed up my emotions. I would literally just cry to him, and I'd be like, babe, I feel so bad, like sobbing cry. Like it wasn't just like no little cry.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why I tell people to just, you know, because I feel like it's a religious idea to think, okay, you know what, like I need to make sure I'm not drinking, not having sex, not doing anything, you know, ungodly before I go to church and before I start getting close to God. It's not like that. It should never be like that, you know. Like, you come to church and you come to God the way that you are, you know, with the full package, with all of your sins, you know, whether you're a drug user or an alcoholic or whatever the case may be. Just go, you know, as you are. And slowly, as you get closer to God, you're gonna want to let go of the things that you're doing, you know. You're gonna feel it in your heart to let go of those things. And that's exactly what happened to us with sex, and that's what happened to me with alcohol and partying and everything. I didn't stop doing it because somebody at church told me, hey, you can't be doing that, or because Valentina told me, hey, you can't be doing that. I did it because slowly, as I started reading the Bible, getting closer to God, I started feeling more conviction every time that I would do it, and it just felt wrong. And so that's what happened with sex. Like, we would do it, immediately after it would feel like so wrong. And Valentina, like she said, sometimes she would cry, and I was like, nah, baby, like we need to stop doing this. But yeah, we would go like a couple days without doing it. We'd be like, okay, like for real, we're gonna stop. And then boom, like 2 weeks would pass, and there we do it again.
Yeah, and we actually went like almost a month without doing it, and then boom, we fell back in.
Yeah, we were about to hit a month without doing it, and then boom, like we gave in again. But
it was so hard at
yeah,
first.
it wasn't until
January
this year, the first day of January, I started my fast. And ever since then, man, like I'm going full force, you know, with my walk with God. And I'm on fire, man. I'm on fire for God. I'm on fire for, you know, living righteously. And so
I didn't want to laugh.
my voice cracked. But yeah, and so like that has, you know, led me to, you know, just be strong against temptation and to not give in, you know, to having sex anymore. It helped me a lot. But yeah, like the I would say that the number one reason why I'm so strong is because I'm feeding my spirit daily. Like I'm reading the Bible every single day. I'm feeding myself the word every single day. But if I wasn't doing that, I honestly think I would give in. But because I have the word in my head every single day, fresh, running through, I think that's what keeps me strong, and that's what keeps me from doing a lot of things that I would do if I wasn't, if I didn't have a tight relationship with God every day.
I feel like it's also like the conviction in our hearts too, and like the fact that we fear God. Like we really want our relationship to prosper in the future when we get married and have kids. Like we really want God to bless our relationship, and we believe that the way that it will like happen is if we just stay faithful to God, we live righteously. And yeah, that's why we're trying really hard, and that's why we haven't done it in 4 months, and it's literally easy now to not do it.
That's what we think though. We're not telling you guys to do it. We're not telling you, oh, live righteously, God's gonna bless your life. Like God's gonna bless your relationship. We're not telling you guys how to live. We're just sharing with you
our beliefs and
what we do,
and if you think the same, then we can help you too. Next question: when do you have to wait until marriage to live/sleep together as well?
Okay, so if we're being honest, we tried looking for it in the Bible, wherever it says, like if it says that that we shouldn't live together, and honestly we couldn't find anything. We asked our group leaders from church what they thought of it, and they said that that no, the Bible does not go against us living together, but that in most circumstances living together wouldn't be
good idea.
Wouldn't be a good idea. So let's say if Valentina's mom lives down the street or 20 minutes away, it would be a smarter idea for her to live with her mom and me live here until we get married, and then we'll move in together. But because of our circumstance and being that we are from separate states and we're over here for work, and then it's just a little bit complicated for us. The reason why it wouldn't be a good idea for anybody to live together before marriage is because of temptation. There's so much temptation living with somebody daily. It's daily temptation that you have to endure, and so most people would give in. We gave in the past, but I don't know now. Honestly, I haven't felt conviction for living with her. I don't feel like I'm in sin living with her. We live a pretty pure life when it comes to like sexual things, like sexual immorality. Sexual immorality is like out of the picture with us. So I couldn't find it in the Bible. I tried looking it up. Trust me, I tried. I've had people DM me, telling me this, telling me, hey, like you're not. Oh, I actually had a group leader. It was a woman, and she told me, she was like, hey, do you know that you're living in sexual morality? Like you're painting such a bad picture for these kids. And I actually she just like went off on me, and I responded with love, and I was like, hey, you know what? Like I would appreciate it if you give me guidance rather than bash me. So I told her, I was like, give me a scripture that says that, and she couldn't give me any. So I don't know. I know that this is like a heated topic. A lot of you guys get mad whenever it comes to this, that we're living together. Honestly, it's not gonna change. We're gonna continue to live together. I haven't seen any clear passages in the Bible that goes against what we're doing. Like I said, like we don't play with the idea of like having sex. So I don't know. I feel pure living with her. I don't feel like I'm living in sin living with her. Yeah. I feel like if God puts it in my heart to not live with her, then we'll both do it. But I haven't felt that. I felt that with a lot of other things, but not with this.
Okay, next question. What boundaries have you guys set in place to stop you guys from having sex?
Boundaries. No over making out. I feel like now the times that we do make out, we probably make out for like 5 seconds. Right? Like I just feel like anything past that, Valentina gets too into it, and then I start getting too into it, so we just cut it really short. We hardly ever really make out. So yeah, is that no making out really? No like spooning or like getting touchy when we're in bed.
No showering together.
no showering,
no looking at each other naked,
no looking at each other naked, and yeah, pretty much just we try to cut back from doing anything that'll get us in the mood. That's the best way I can describe it.
What is one thing this journey has taught you guys? My fiance and I are waiting till marriage too.
One thing that I love about this, bro, like my love for her, just boom, like skyrocketed ever since we stopped having sex. Like I feel like before it was a lot of lust combined with love, but now I can just see, bro, that it's just like pure love. Like it taught me that I do really like 100% love this woman, and I do want to marry her. And so yeah, bro, like I don't know, like it just made me so much more sure that this is like the girl that I want to marry.
I'm tearing up.
Sex is literally out of the picture, and I love her more than I did before whenever we were having sex. So that alone tells me that, like, bro, like this is the girl for me.
I crave for everything, guys.
Not to be narcissistic or like weird, but bro, I've changed so much. And like I catch myself speaking sometimes, and I'm like, bro, like what are you saying? Like you would have never said this.
Yeah.
You know, like 3-4 months ago, like. The way that God can just take your life and flip it around is insane to me. But yeah, man, like I wouldn't have it any other way. Like if I were to go back in time, I would do exactly everything the same that I did it, because it's just led to this moment, and I feel like right now where we're at is perfect.
Literally is perfect. You made me cry. Okay, next question. Okay, next question. A lot of you guys are, well, not a lot of you guys, but this is kind of a frequent asked question, because it's like they think that it's really hard for a guy to stop doing it, and people think that it was my idea. So this question says, are you worried Jayco would cheat on you because there'll be no sex? If I'm being completely like 100% honest, at first, yes, that came to mind, because it's like there's no way, like he's a man, he has his past, like I have my past too, but I can control myself, like I have a past too, but I just always knew like when to control myself, and like, you know, but yeah, like he has his past, and he's a guy, like guys just love that, like they're just meant to, like, I don't know, just, if I'm being honest, just be horny all the time and just like think where their beepies, and but yeah, so I honestly did have that fear, and like I was like, man, there's no way like something's gonna happen, like, you know, he's gonna break my heart, but that's not the case now. So I'm gonna let him continue the answer.
Yeah, we actually get this a lot, like Valentina, like when we're on lives and stuff, we get this a lot in the comments, like, oh girl, like if you're not giving it to him, you know, he's gonna get it from somewhere else. But like, I don't know, bro, like the fact is, I feel like people say that because they feel like Valentina is the one like keeping me from like, you know, doing it.
The treasure.
Yeah, I feel like if it was like that, then Valentina, I think, would be a little more worried, you know, because it's like, man, like I'm not letting him, you know, do the deed, like if he really wants to, like he's gonna go out looking for it somewhere else. But it's the other way around, like I'm the one stopping her constantly, you know, like I'm the one fighting my urge to do it, and keeping her from doing it. So if anybody should be worried, it should be me. You know?
For real, it really
but
is.
yeah, I feel like people say that mainly because of that, because they think she's the one, you know, wanting to wait till marriage. But that's not the case. Like we both want to wait, but I want to wait even more.
Yeah, that was his idea first, though.
Yeah, but I think it's a combination of that, and like, bro, it's true, you know, like guys are just, you know, naturally more like needy of sex and sexual intercourse, and sex is needed, and you know, it's the reason why we're probably, well, not even probably, that's the reason why we're gonna get married really soon, because sex is needed, you know, you just need that intimacy and that connection that sex gives you. And it's in a marriage, like it's actually like taught to, you know, be practiced often. Like you're supposed to have sex often, you know, let that fire burn and keep it burning. But yeah, I feel like the reason why people say that is because, yeah, like they don't really know us, and they don't know why we're waiting or whose idea it was. But yeah, I'm glad that you're not worried about it, because no, I don't even want to do it with her, and she's tempting me every single day. I'm not gonna do it with anybody.
Next question. Just curious, no offense, just wondering what the point is if you've already had sex. So what's the point of us stopping sex if we already did it? So I think I'll answer it and you can continue it. So in the Bible, we're Christian. We believe that Jesus is our Lord and Savior. And in the Bible, it states that once you are born again, as in when you receive God in your heart, Jesus in your heart, and when you're baptized, you are born again. So all your past just gets erased. Let me just say that. You are literally...
Sorry, the camera died.
As I was saying, you're literally born again. So when we say that we stopped having sex, in the Bible that says that all your past is just erased and you're made brand new in Christ. So we believe that we're brand new people and we kind of can restore our virginity. Yeah, and it's kind of funny, but that's what we believe. We're made new in Christ, and yeah, you want to add on to that?
Yeah, the way I see it is, having sex to us, it might not be wrong for you, but to us it's wrong, because we believe in, because of our religious, beliefs, it's wrong. So whenever you ask that question, like you already did it, why not do it again? It's like, well, we think killing is wrong, if I killed somebody and I feel wrong, like why am I gonna continue to do it, Like I know that comparison is really extreme, but don't take the comparison, take like the principle behind it, like I did something wrong in the past, I'm just gonna keep doing it, we think that having sex is wrong, and yes, we did it in the past and it was wrong, but it doesn't mean that it's okay for us to keep doing it, because in our eyes it's still wrong. So yeah, that's the best way that I can put it. We feel like it's wrong, and so now that we're aware that it's wrong, fully aware that it's wrong, and we're close to God, we just don't want to do it.
Good answer, baby. When do you guys plan to get married? A few years? Love you guys.
When do we plan to get married? Hopefully next year, man.
Yeah, that's literally what we're aiming for. Next year,
so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, because we're gonna be inviting 5 to 10 subscribers.
5 to 10, wow!
Actually, that's if it's here.
Yeah, I know that.
In the US. If it's here in the US, then yeah, we'll invite 5 to 10 subscribers. But if it's out of the state, probably just 1 or 2.
Yeah,
because we would have to, fly you out and, book your hotel and stuff. So it's gonna be pricey. So probably just 1 or 2. Hopefully by then we're like loaded with money and this couple's channel just
explosion edit.
And we have, money to do those things, to fly people out and book hotels for them. But yeah, hopefully we get married next year.
So we're aiming for even this year.
God's timing.
No, yeah, hopefully next year. Okay, do you regret having sex with the person you love is beautiful? How did you go? So I guess, like, do you regret having sex with me?
Do I regret having sex with you? Sometimes I do, honestly, because, like, I wish I could have just experienced that in a more special setting, like, after you get married and everything. I feel like it would have been, I don't want to say more special, because I feel like it's still gonna be special, but yeah, sometimes I do wish that we would have waited.
Yeah, so do I, because the same thing, like I feel like it would have been more special, but I still feel like, I think even now will be even more special than before in some weird way, because we already did it, and then it's like an addiction. When you stop doing that, when like you get used to doing something and you stop completely, like it's like, dang, like I haven't done this in a while, and when you do it again, it's kind of weird, or like you're like, oh, this is new. So I feel like in a way it'll feel like we haven't done it before. I had that conversation with him the other day actually, because I was like, I'm scared to do that again with you. Like I don't know, I'm nervous. Like obviously I think in the moment we won't be nervous, but in my mind it's gonna be like super special, because we hadn't done it in like a while, and I think by next year will be like maybe a year since we haven't done it. So but yeah, I wish I waited.
I sometimes wish I was still a virgin.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wish I was a virgin and I met him.
Man, like that would be such a flex. Like in my eyes now, that would be a flex to be a virgin.
Yeah, it's kind of normalized to just have sex, you know. So, but it's like those few people that can say that they never had sex, and not even for religious reasons or for like just don't do it. They're just waiting for the right person.
Yeah.
Do you both believe sex is important to keep the spice in the relationship? And then another question of hers. And based on your answer, how do you manage to keep the spice alive without sex? So do we think it's important in a relationship, and how do we manage to keep the spice alive without sex?
Spice, I feel like the spice is there even more than before, you know, because before we were using up all the spice, and so, you know, but now I feel like since we can't have it yet, we just feel like I want it more, you know, like I know it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time, you know, before we like do the deed, just have to get married and stuff. But I don't know, I feel like not having it is, if anything, keeping the spice.
Holding it in a box, and then it will be exploding on our honeymoon. I'm gonna explode on my honeymoon.
Okay, no.
But no, I think we keep the spice. I think we keep the spice in other ways. Like, you know, we're fun. Like, I mean, we don't really like, because we don't do sexual things. But like my definition of fun is like we laugh together. Like we'll joke around. Like I don't know. We still kids. We still like we're affectionate. You know.
Yeah, man. Life is crazy, man. Like, really, I'm blessed, bro. Like, I know there's so many guys out there, like, seeing this, and they're like, bro, like, how can he do it? You know, like, I literally have the most beautiful, finest girlfriend ever, and I don't want to, you know, do the thing with her. Like, bro, if I would have seen myself from back then, I would have been like, bro, what are you doing? You're weird. You're crazy, bro. Like, you literally have the finest freaking girl in the world, and you don't want to, you know, satisfy her. Like, it's crazy. It's just crazy how like God changes everything.
We get this asked a lot, and we didn't really get a specific question. So do we watch and do we pleasure ourselves? Like, so people ask if we do things with each other, to each other, but we get this asked a lot. I don't, and I know I'm not gonna answer for him, he'll answer for himself, but I don't do any of that. If I'm being completely honest, I never really like vocalized it or like told anyone this, but it's really addicting. And I think it's really like, it's not really known that girls watch. I used to watch it a lot, and it became an addiction, and it became like not even, I don't know, it just became like, it's addicting. Like you look it up on the internet, it's literally an addiction. Like you can get addicted to it does a lot psychologically to you, and you get like, I'm gonna be really real with you guys, you get addicted to that like serotonin, or I don't know what it is that like it releases when you have it. It releases to your brain, it gets addicting. Like that's what it becomes addicting. I used to be really addicted to that, and like doing things and stuff. So yeah, it was really hard for me not to stop doing that, and even stop having sex as well. But yeah, I don't do it, and it's been really tough, because obviously if he's not gonna please me, then I can just do it myself. But it's not like, it's not okay. It's in the Bible as well, like you're not supposed to do that. So 4 months strong.
I'm on the same boat. No, I do not do that, and like she said, it is strong. I mean, it is hard. It is really extremely hard, bro, because like, I don't know, like you're not doing it with your partner, you know, so you feel like, man, like, well, I'm at least waiting till marriage. Let me at least please myself, you know, separately then. But no, like it's still wrong in our eyes. Maybe it's not wrong in you guys' eyes, but because of our beliefs, we think that it's wrong, and so yeah, we're holding back from doing that. It's really
it's so hard, guys. Like I don't think you guys really understand like what it means to really wait till marriage and kind of like try to live righteously how the Bible says, because of our beliefs. Like we can't do any of that.
Definitely easier said than done.
So much easier, guys. Like, and it's crazy because a lot of you guys think it was my idea, and it was not. I agreed to it, and obviously I was like, oh yeah, I think we should, whatever. But it wasn't my idea. Like I was addicted to that, like pleasing myself and like doing that with my partners. And yeah, no, it's been tough for me. I live with him, I sleep with him, I see him shirtless. Like it's hard to like not lust and not want to do that.
It's so hard. What I do, because I know a lot of you guys probably suffer from that, because bro, it's so normal, so normal to like watch that. Literally, so many people do it. I've like had conversations with several people that do it, and bro, like there's people around you, people in your circle that do it, and you just don't know. But it's way more normal than you guys think. But it shouldn't be normalized, because bro, it's like it's an addiction. It's literally an addiction, and it's not healthy, man. Like if you really look it up, it's not healthy. Like some articles out there are gonna make it seem like it is healthy, but bro, it's not. Like it's just gonna end up depressing you, and it has so many negative side effects that you might not know of. But yeah, I think what helped me is that every single time that like I'm in a setting where I would normally, you know, watch that, I just make sure that before I get in there, you know, whether it's like the restroom or, you know, the room or wherever I would normally do it, before I get in there and I'm by myself, I watch something on YouTube. Like, so I'll watch like a preaching, or I'll watch like soccer videos, or, you know, boxing videos, literally anything that will take my mind off of that. Because if I go in there, you know, thinking about it, and I don't do anything to take my mind off of it, I'm gonna end up doing it. You know, like I'm not gonna be strong enough to stop myself. And so I just try to like stop myself before I even go in there. And so that's what I would recommend you guys to do.
Yeah.
It's hard though.
What I do in the shower, because I'm not even gonna get into that.
But trust me, it gets easier. Trust me though, it gets easier. Like I know we're saying that it's hard, but like what we mean by that is that like the beginning stages of it is hard. Like I feel like now it's so much easier. Like your mind will just, you know, not even think about it.
Yeah, I don't think about it.
At some point it was a routine, you know, and now it's just, you know, like maybe like a want that you have deep in the back of your head, but if you don't feed it, then you're not gonna want it. But if you're constantly feeding the idea of you doing that, you're gonna want it.
Yeah. Also, they fade away.
It fades away.
For me, yeah, it completely.
Just like any addiction.
Yeah, it's slowly at first. It's slow progress, but eventually, you know, it stops. But yeah, like he said, whenever I go into the bathroom, like whenever I have time alone or whatever, like in the shower or whatever, I literally just blast worship music. Like I'm always listening to worship music. I don't let the devil like. And again, I just want to make it clear, these are our beliefs, and when I say those things, is because that we believe that. We don't let the enemy get in between our thoughts, and I feel like any evil thoughts come from the enemy. And yeah, so I just don't even let him get anywhere near my head. So I just blast worship music, and I just shower. Like I just shower. Last question to end this beautiful video. How do y'all keep your relationship so strong?
God, man. I feel like our relationship has been the strongest now that it's ever been because of God. Like, there's so many arguments that we end in fakes because we bring God into it, and we, you know, we circle our relationship around God. And I feel like that's what has helped us, at least, you know. That's what has made our relationship really strong, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
And you just have to commit yourself to that person, man. If you know you love that person, you know, and you know you want to marry that person, just commit yourself, you know. Don't let your anger, you know, throw away everything that person has done for you, because it's going to happen, you know. The moment we get angry, you forget about all the good things, you know, your partner has done for you. You know, you forget that, you know, they're there for you in tough times. You forget about all the times they've helped you, all the times they've hurt you, all the times they've helped you through tough times. And when you're angry, you throw all those things away, and you just want to out of it, you know. You just want to break up, and you just want to leave. But it's important, you know, don't act out of emotion. Don't let your anger, you know, don't make any decisions when you're angry. Just don't, because it's just going to be a not good decision.
Yeah, I agree with him. It's God really, he's kept our relationship strong. I feel like from January to now, our relationship has been the best that it's been. I don't even like to count the months before. I just like to say that, in a way, January till now is like when we really started dating, although we've been dating for a year. But yeah, it's really been God and just like us kind of letting go of pride like slowly, and like he said, arguing has been so much easier to stop. Like we say sorry, we'll hug each other. Like it's been hard, and it is still hard. Obviously we're not perfect, and we never will be, but it's easier when like you just think of God and you think, okay, like I want to marry him, I want to marry her, like I want kids with her, like I have to like end this if I really love her, and that's it. Like you have to think about all the good stuff instead of the negatives.
Yeah. If you guys are interested, we could always do like a separate video on that, like relationship advice. Don't get me wrong, we're not like these perfect, you know, couple that knows all the tricks and, you know, has a perfect relationship. We don't, but bro, we've learned so much in a couple months, and so many things that help us and that we use and apply over and over and over, and it just helps us a lot. So yeah, if you guys want a video on that, let us know in the comments. Like this video,
subscribe to our channel. But yeah, this is the outro, I guess.
If you guys are interested in that, comment so we can, you know that you guys want it, because we don't want to put out videos you guys don't want.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, comment down below if you want to see relationship advice or more sit-down videos like these. But yeah, we love you. Thank you for supporting and loving us constantly. Thank you guys so much for 30K. I think we're at 30 point something.
Ooh, we're at 30K, man.
I know, I'm so excited to keep growing. But
thank you guys, those of you that subscribe. Thank you, man. You know, it's if I always say, if you're able to help somebody out, why not do it? You know, subscribing is easy, it's free, it helps us. So if you're able to help somebody out, just do it, man. You know, it doesn't cost you anything.
But yeah, God bless you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Love you guys.
God bless you. See you soon. Hey.